In the new woke world, you can't state the truth. This is dangerous. When you start saying certain things can't be said, if you don't say it the way we, the politically correct, the cancel culture mob, wants you to say it, you have to be quiet. Silence is the biggest threat to the First Amendment, and that's what we're seeing.
It's quite ironic hearing a Republican like Jim Jordan say this.
I've been ready for 3 years. I've been denied for 3 years.
While simultaneously backing the silencing of this man.
The issue is, once this starts, tell me where it ends, Sandra. Where does it, who's next? I mean, look, think of the cancel culture, Sandra. I said this on January 13th on the House floor during debate. I told the Democrats, if you guys keep going down this road, keep attacking people, their First Amendment free speech rights, where does it end?
A good question, isn't it, Congressman Jordan?
They want to do the most, and it's like, but Colin Kaepernick, he still don't got a job. So what's really good? Like, y'all want to be releasing statement like we support our this and that people? No, not really. Because if y'all did, Colin will have a job right now. Like, what's good? What's really, really good?
I think they're going to stand up to this accelerated march to communism that we now see. America's going to fight the good fight. They're going to finish the course. They're going to keep the faith because Americans value freedom.
Slippery slope there coming from you, Mr. Jordan.
Why would people have fought so hard to keep you from voting? Why is there something called voter suppression?
As Maria Taylor puts it, Jordan and co. squash the freedoms of those who do not align with them.
We need to understand that cancel culture, restricting, limiting, telling you what you can and can't say is so darn dangerous, and it will never stop because the mob never quits.
Instead of rambling like a petulant child, look inward.
We ought to boycott Geico.
And Nabisco leaving Chicago with their big plant, they're moving to Mexico. I'm not eating Oreos anymore, you know that.
What I think you ought to do is boycott Apple. So many people are boycotting Macy's. I love it. Did you read about Starbucks? No more Merry Christmas on Starbucks. Maybe we should boycott Starbucks. I don't know.
At the man who not only calls for it, but encourages canceling anything he disagrees with.
Borders are open, schools are closed, gas prices are going up. They're trying to federalize the election, implement the crazy stuff that happened in 2020, implement that nationwide. And if you criticize any of that, the cancel culture will attack your First Amendment liberties and come after you.
Ah yes, the cancel culture comes after you. Yet when MAGA cultists attack the Capitol and try to cancel democracy, Jordan is mum.
This is the concern I have. It seems to me the NFL encourages all to speak out unless you're Dave Portnoy and not allowed to a game, unless you're Jack Del Rio, you get fined. The chilling impact when speech is curtailed like this and you get fined for a tweet that you put out, I think that is a concern to all of us.
Just so close to getting it, isn't he?
To me, this is something that has to change.
Jordan cannot stand up for Colin Kaepernick, but will for a coordinator who defends January 6 rioters and a media company owner who leans conservative. Speaking of January 6th.
On January 6th, did you speak with him before, during, or after the Capitol was attacked?
I'd have to go. I spoke with him that day after. I think after. I don't know if I spoke with him in the morning or not. I just don't know. I'd have to go back and. I mean, I don't know that when those conversations happened. But what I know is I spoke with him all the time.
And yet, maybe the biggest cancel culture job of all, because after all, that's what Jordan continues to state over and over, from Fox News appearances to CPAC, was the canceling of dissenting voices who alleged that he was part of a cover-up at Ohio State University when he was on the wrestling team of a doctor named Richard Strauss, who has since passed from unaliving himself after he essayed multiple upon multiple athletes for exams. They claim Jordan knew. Another said Jordan called him, Mike DiSabato, and begged him, cried to him, not to go public. And then what did he do once they did? Tried canceling their voices. Jim Jordan, ultimate hypocrite, MAGA Republican.